Hello everyone, welcome back. It's Tendad. Before we get started today, I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for helping me get over 300 subscribers. I just didn't even think it was going to be possible for quite a while. I only started this channel a couple months back, so it's really a big surprise, and it really is awesome. I just really appreciate you guys. I just made a post on Facebook in the Switch Collectors group. If you're a part of that, go over there and show me some love too. I'd appreciate it. But yeah, just thank you guys so much. Here's to 300 more, and you guys have helped me realize more than I ever knew that I could do with this channel, and now that I've gotten more consistent with it and I've made some time in my life for it, things are only looking up. So here's to that. Here's to Switch collecting. Alright, one of my subscribers was curious about the games I have played the most on my Switch, so that's what this video is going to be about. These are the Switch games that I have played the most. You know, I don't have an exact hour figure on some of these, but I've just kind of put an ish by it. So, but without further ado, this is 10 Switch games that I've played the most. Okay, also keep in mind with some of these games I have not finished, so the time is actually going to be more by the time I'm done with it. Some of them I have finished, so I don't know that it'll be any more on some of those. So anyway, moving along, starting with the 40 plus hour PGA 2K21. Now, I know this isn't the greatest way to play this game. Arguably, it's definitely the worst way to play this game, but it's allowed me to connect kind of with my father again and get him into gaming. He hasn't played any game system probably since the Super Nintendo or the N64. My dad is a very avid golfer. He used to be. But he's gotten quite old and feeble now. But he saw me and my brother playing this online, and he just got really excited about it and was like, man, I need me one of those, and then just went out and bought a Switch and went out and bought the game. So again, it's not the best way to play this game, but I enjoy playing it, if nothing more than just to, connect with my dad again with something and to enjoy some time with him, some quality time, if you will, while he's still here. He's 75 years old, so I don't know how much longer he's going to be around, honestly, but it's just really cool to see him excited about something again, and even if it is just a stupid little Nintendo golf game. Yeah, it was really significant, I thought, so I just thought I would put that in here. Okay, another one that I have 40 plus hours in, and I'm not done with it yet, and that is Persona 4. Oh man, what an awesome game this is. I'm so close to the end. I know I am. I've put it down for a little bit. It's not that I've lost interest in it, it's just I've been trying to do other things, this channel and work and a million other things. I don't always have time to sit down and play it, but I have enjoyed what I have played thoroughly of this game. I almost think I like it better than 5. I haven't quite as I've not finished either one of them, I'm not going to quite put that in writing or say that per se, but it is a very awesome game. It's at least on par with 5 in my opinion, or if not better. And I have to finish them both to kind of see, but I have thoroughly enjoyed this game. The music is so freaking good, man. Oh my gosh. I'm not even into a lot of this type of music, but man, it is so catchy and so good. You cannot deny it. Okay, moving on. Speaking of Persona, we'll go to Persona 5 now. I have 45 plus hours into this. Another fantastic JRPG. I mean, my God, the style of this alone, just the menus and everything. If you're somebody that has no knowledge of this, I mean, it's one of the more stylish games I've ever seen, even down to the simple thing as the menus. I mean, just absolutely beautiful game. The story's been fun so far, the interacting with the other characters, getting to know them. The dungeons have been awesome. The combat is awesome. You just can't go wrong. And this and 4 I'm going to beat eventually, and it'll be interesting to see the hours that I have by the time I'm done. But as of right now, I'm at about 45 plus. So okay, the next one, this is at 50 hours plus, and I don't know that this one will ever change unless I go back and play it again, but that is Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. Arguably my favorite Xenoblade game of the trilogy. 3 plays better certainly, and 3 is even much bigger than 1 and 2. But I really like the story in 1. I really like the characters too. The characters in 3 and in 2 are great too, but I really like the story in this. It really pulled me in, blew my mind by the end of it. I just couldn't believe, no spoilers here. I would never spoil anything like this for anybody, but man, if you've not played it, and I know the combat's not for everyone, but man, try this game out. It is so freaking good. As I said, the combat's not for everyone, but if you can get past that, it's such a wonderful Nintendo game, and I'm glad that they remastered this and I was able to play it on the Switch, because I never owned a Wii, so I would have never gotten to play this game or never known about this game. And I think that they're arguably Nintendo's strongest first-party developers. They just knocked it out of the park with this, man. If you've not played it, definitely go play it. Okay, and the next one, this is not necessarily a game, but probably a series of games, and I've put about 55 hours plus in it, and that is the Super Nintendo online service that they have done. Now, most of this time spent has either been playing Super Metroid or Donkey Kong Country trilogy, namely the second game. But yeah, I was surprised that I've put this much time into this game. I just could not even, or into this app, or whatever you want to call it. I couldn't believe it. But what a great thing they've done. Now, I wish they would still add some games a little bit more frequently across all the apps that they've put out, with all the online. But we can only get what we get from Nintendo. They're not always the best about that. It is what it is. But what an awesome thing to be able to go back. I even bought the SNES controller that they had up for a while, and I was able to get a hold of that, which I was pretty happy about that. So it's an even better way to play. I still think the Super Nintendo controller was one of the best ever. But yeah, it's just awesome. Here's to them adding more games to that service. I'm really, really hoping they get around to that one of these days. Okay, the next one, this should be no surprise to anyone that has a Switch, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. And I'm currently at 60 plus hours. Now, I have bought the DLC, and every time the new tracks come out, I make a video and put it out and playing with my daughter. We're always happy when those come out. It's just crazy that by the time they're going to be done with this, there's going to be 90 tracks. I mean, it's just insane to me that they've been able to do this. And I know a lot of it is probably because they're just saving the next big Mario Kart for, to kind of be a system seller for the next Switch or Nintendo or whatever they're going to call it. And it makes total sense because, I mean, look how many times they bundled Mario Kart with the Switch when they were, having all those bundles around Black Friday or whenever else. It's no wonder this is the best-selling Switch game. It's crazy to me that a Wii U game is the best-selling Switch game, but that's what we have right now. But yeah, it's been a fun 60 hours. I probably put about that many into the Wii U version before I bought this version, so easily probably put about 100 hours into this game between the two systems. But yeah, I just can't wait for the next set of tracks to come out with. I'm just always ready to play them. So okay, moving on, we got 4 more here. The next one, an indie little darling, Hollow Knight, and I have put 70 plus hours into this. This one I don't know that I'll ever go back and play either. I've kind of just beat it to death. Maybe years down the road when I kind of forget about it more and I'm just looking for something older to play to reminisce. But what an awesome 70 hours this was. I mean, oh my gosh, I didn't even fully beat all the Path of Pain and all that where you get to the Ultimate Radiance or whatever it's called. That's just nutty. I had enough fun with it and could not believe and still can't believe to this day that I put this much time into an indie game made by 3, 4, 5 people. Insane. But yes, what an awesome 70 hours this was. Easily one of the best Metroidvanias on the Switch, if not the best. I can't highly recommend this one enough. If you're even remotely into Metroidvanias, I would give this game a try if you have not played it. Okay, moving along, the next one. This one and the next one are going to be in the 80 hour mark, 80-ish plus minus. And the first one is Shin Megami Tensei 5. I recently made a video stating why this is my favorite Switch game and that I think it is my favorite Switch game. I think it's the best exclusive. What an awesome JRPG this is. I got so hooked with this, and again, I almost can't believe I put 80 hours into this game, and that's just one playthrough. I haven't done the other endings. I haven't gone back and tried to go through another playthrough, so this could easily double with another playthrough, but as of right now, I'm at 80 hours, and I don't know that I'll ever change. There's so many other games that I want to play and that things I'm trying to get done. I just don't really have a whole lot of time to go back and replay games sometimes, but certainly wish I could, because this was an amazing 80 hours I spent. This one and the next game both were amazing 80 hours that I spent. I wouldn't change it for the world. So again, if you have happened to not play SMT5, please go do it. I want this game to sell as good as possible. I really do, because it just deserves it. The series deserves it. Okay, the next one, and number 2 on this list, well, it's tied with Shin Megami, and that is Xenoblade Chronicles 3, and I have 80 plus hours into this game. Again, I didn't even fully do everything in this on my first playthrough. This is just one playthrough. This was doing most of the side quests and most everything that I could find, but I'm sure there's some secret stuff, and I know there's some of those more legendary type monsters out there that I didn't get around to beating. I think they're kind of more set for New Game Plus type stuff, because they were level 100 and something, and I was only level 80 something by the time I was done. But amazing game. I had to get this day one. Easily the best Xenoblade game in a lot of ways. I mean, every way actually, except for the story, I like better in 1, you know. And with this new DLC they're coming out with, it looks like it's almost going to be like a standalone expansion type thing. Shulk's in it. It looks like Rex was in it. Like, I am so excited to see what is going on with this. And if it's a standalone thing like Torna, I'm going to have to get it. And it's probably going to shoot up in value, and Nintendo's probably not going to make a whole lot of them if that is the case. So if I were you, I would jump on it. If you're a fan of the series, that new, Future Redeemed, I think is what it's called. Man, what an awesome trailer they showed the other day. I was so excited for that. Just out of nowhere. But yeah, fantastic game. Another wonderful 80 hours spent playing this last year, and I can't recommend it enough yet again. Okay, and the last one that is just absolutely blows the other games out of the water. You can combine all the other games I have, and they probably still wouldn't make a dent on the time that I've put into this game, and that's Monster Hunter Rise and with Sunbreak. And I'm currently at 640 hours in this game, and I'm not done. They're all the time coming out with expansions. I think actually today, as of right now, April 20th, 2023, I am pretty sure that they are doing, like, that new expansion is releasing, which is crazy. It's just like they have just kept expanding and expanding on this game. You know, I was a good probably 400 or 500 hours in before Sunbreak came out, the big huge DLC expansion, and it's just gone even further. It's crazy to me that I never thought I would put this much time into a game. I mean, I thought games like Skyrim, when I put several hundred hours, that was crazy. I mean, what a fantastic game. The replayability is obviously there in spades, and again, I'm flabbergasted that I've put this much time into any game, let alone this game. But I mean, I had a friend that told me he put 1,500 hours into Monster Hunter World, which is just insane to me. But yeah, what an amazing 640 hours I've put into this game, like through multiple builds, multiple characters. You know, it's just, oh man, it's so great. It just seems like it never ends. It never gets old. You know, I might have a little lull period where I don't play it so much, and then I come back to it, and it's just like, oh my gosh, I'm hooked again. Easily my favorite Switch game. I had to take it off my exclusive list as it's now on the PS4 and Xbox One and PC, but fantastic game nonetheless. All right, that's going to be my list. Thank you everyone, as always. I really appreciate you guys again, all the subs and the comments and the likes, and you're really helping me move up in the algorithm and really helping me to feel like this is something that I can really do long term and maybe reach some goals that I'm really hoping for within the next year or so. And yeah, here's to Switch collecting, here's to playing this awesome system, and who knows how much longer we have with it, but yeah, here's to it. And here's to, you know, seeing what the next Nintendo is going to be like. It's going to be a whole nother spiel of collecting again. So anyway, as always, thank you guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.